Hello everyone, it's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737, and today I'm going to be visiting People's Equesters while talking about Sombra possibly being back. I did that before, but it seems like a lot of people are just excited for it from what I've seen. So let's get into it. Don't forget to add me, my friend code is right next to my name. And here we go. Everyone, like I said, I'm seeing just lots of people excited for it, but they're just not sure if the packaging or the advertisement for the new plushie that hints that King Sombra is coming back, or I should say just flat out that he's coming back to be fought by one of the main characters or banished by one of the main characters. Well, I'm jumbling this all up. It doesn't necessarily say that she's going to flat out get him, but at the same time, we know that he's. I mean, it would be a crazy twist if he did win. I kind of doubt that's what's going to happen, though. I'm pretty sure he'll be banished or whatever, if he's even coming back. But anyway, here's Pinky Star. As we see here, it is very ready for the next holiday, maybe. It's very chaotic. Darn it, I'm just making up new words now, aren't I? So, there's nothing really Christmassy here anymore. And maybe they took it all down by now. Or maybe they're not playing anymore. I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything absolutely new. They definitely at least have played the season 9 finale for this game. They may have been playing recently, but it's possible they took all their stuff down. The place is very. No, you know what? I take it back. Unless it updates it for us all, and no matter what, this building's going to have snow on it just because we're playing it right now. I think it will change it for people that update it, and I think they are playing. It's just they didn't care about Christmas stuff, or they took it all down. Um. Anyway, if I were to pick a favorite spot here, I guess it would have to be this, just because I do like Twilight's Castle. I like the College of Friendship. I know it's not called that, but it's pretty close to that. And it looked kind of cool that all these characters were just standing outside of it looking at it. And then you got Luna and Silver Spoon's mom. I forget her name. And Evil Rainbow Dash. We're all doomed. Now, yeah, this place is nice, Pinky Star. It's a little bit chaotic, but I do like it. I hope you're having good luck with the campaign that's going on right now. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but yeah, it's just how it is. Merry Christmas to you and have a Happy New Year. It was just interesting because, like, I got plenty of links from one of my viewers about other people talking about, King Sombra coming back. Now, I purposely did not watch those until after I did my own video because I didn't want to sound like I was just flat out ripping them off. Thankfully, I didn't make all the same points as them, so my video is still original. But they both pretty much came to the same conclusion. This possibly is a production error or via the writer themselves, specifically the writer that is writing the information about the product, not like a show writer. But I again, just like I said in my last video, this may not even be a G4 Sombra if he is coming back. It could, like I said, it could be a female one. Could be it could be something lame. I hate to say it could be like a cosplayer or someone that just took up the name Sombra that has no abilities, and they're kind of like a joke villain, like Trixie. Although I would hope that the main one of the main characters wouldn't feel compelled to have to have the elements of harmony or something similar to them to combat a joke villain, because That's not good. I mean, either that joke villain is incredibly powerful now, or the hero is not as powerful as they should be. But then again, they have all lost their magic, so you never know. This place at Violent Pants Place is very compacted, very chaotic. Chaotic. But I do like their place. Don't get me wrong, it is a nice place. So if I were to pick a favorite spot here, I think it would have to be this section over here. I just like what they've done with Twilight's place, and they have the happiest tree ever, the most epic happiest tree ever, sitting right outside of it. And this place just looks very, very nice. Violet Pants, you've done a nice job. Merry Christmas to you, and have a Happy New Year. It And another thing, I've also noticed that people are excited for other specific villains coming back. I myself would be happy with the Pony of Shadows. I mentioned this before, but I kind of wonder why everyone else keeps mentioning T-Rick, Queen Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow. Do you guys feel like they are the most epic villains? The ones I just mentioned, excluding Sombra and technically Discord. Yeah, he is reformed, but he was a villain for a time. Are there other villains you don't consider, for some reason, either narrative wise or style wise or character wise, that you feel like wouldn't be worthy to come back? Because, in my opinion, I would absolutely love any of the Nightmares to come back before any of Sombra or Queen Chrysalis or T-Rick or Discord or Cozy Glow. Cozy Glow is probably my least favorite one. Anyway, this is Joestar's place. And it's very nicely organized, I'm not going to lie. I like this. That looks pretty cute. I like it. They got a lot of those stones. I always thought they were hinting that that was actually a dragon's egg in the show. And it looks like an egg more than a boulder. But alas, it is no longer snowing, but they are still prepared for Christmas, even though Christmas is kind of over now. Um, Joestar, if I were to pick a favorite place in your Ponyville, it'd have to be this section right here, especially in the middle. I like what you've done with the decorations. It looks really cool. Would probably look even cooler if it was snowing, but you've chosen to take it down, or maybe the game won't let you use it, or maybe it's, I don't know, something. Maybe it's just your style. It doesn't matter. I like it anyway. Joestar, Merry Christmas to you and have a Happy New Year. And here we go. Um, but again, I would have assumed that people would have wanted something like Nightmare Moon or any of the nightmares, including Daybreaker, over Cozy Glow or even Queen Chrysalis. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate those villains, except for Cozy Glow. I wouldn't even say I hate her. It's just I'm not impressed with Cozy Glow. Cozy Glow. Okay. Here's Cloud Days. Don't forget to add them. Their friend code is right next to their name. Here you go, Cloudy Days or Cloud Days. Man, that looks kind of cool. I like what you did there, but looks like you trapped one of your pony characters in there. I doubt there's any way they can get out of there. Good thing they have lots of apple cider with clover in it and area to work out in, right? It's not that organized, but it still looks nice. If I were to pick a favorite section, I guess it would be this. It looks kind of neat what you've done here with the Tree of Harmony. Anyway, Cloud Days, Merry Christmas to you and have a Happy New Year. But yeah, personally, I would have liked to have seen them, and it opens the doors for other things. Does this mean that like Trixie could technically come back? I mean, technically any character can come back, but does that mean that Trixie possibly could come back? I don't know. It, she feels like she's too well connected to G4 to come back. And that might not make sense, but she feels like it would be out of place for her to be in this unless she was one of the main six, but then she would be overshadowed by most people standards. There probably are people that like Trixie more than a lot of the main six. I actually do like her more than most of the main six. Not all of them, but most of them. But at the same time, that's not the norm. Most people do like most of the main six, if not all the main six, more than her. And so, like, if you were there for Trixie and you had to have her there with another main six character, she would get pushed to the side for the most part. Anyway, King Pie, this place is looking very nice. I don't know. I mean, I guess she could be in it. It would, if you made the episode funny, that might work and make it so that she's not even aware that she is in the G5 universe, because I'm still not sold that it literally is the same universe as G4. At least primary G4. It may have branched off from a Pony Life G4 universe, the Pony Life G4 universe. Ooh, I like this section. This might be my favorite section. I was going to say maybe up here, but that looks very nice. Very, very, very nice. I like it all, to be honest with you. But anyway, King Pie, I really like your place, especially this. This is my favorite spot. Peace be with you, Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year. I just it would have to be a funny episode, having her be a full blown villain like this. The times that she did become a full blown villain when she had the alicorn magic, dark alicorn magic amulet, that made sense because you had time to know the character. Not that we wouldn't know who she is, but the other characters in G4, had experience with her. They also would see her as a nuisance but a joke villain also. Having her just show up in G5 and like the characters have no idea who she is and then she's just flat out evil. It could happen, but it wouldn't feel right. And Cherry Daisy, don't forget to add her. Her friend code is right next to her name. This place is also a bit chaotic also. I just said also twice. Whoops. Um, that's what I get for doing this raw and live. But it's not bad. I have lots of the rocks there adding character to this. I do like it though, and if I were to pick a favorite spot, probably would be this one. It's mainly going to be because of Fluttershy's cottage, but I do like the area by it, and it's really cute that you have both Rarity and Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy living really close to each other in this universe. I like it. Anyway, I think this will be the last one for today, and let's just talk about stuff. So, yeah, we're talking about the potential for any of the character. Really, I was going to say any villain, but any character technically could come back. Who would you want to come back that's not a villain? Well, let's put it in two categories. Who would you want to come back that is not a villain in G5? And who would you want to come back that is a villain in G5? Um, and here's another question. Who do you think would best fit as a guest character from G4 and G5? It doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite character either. Like for me, if I were to pick my favorite characters that I would love to see in it, it would definitely be like Luna, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Starlight Glimmer. But would it make sense? I especially feel like the two sisters, it would make the least sense. It we're not seeing anything about them. I would have to look at it again. I don't remember if they also retired from moving the sun and moon. That would be ridiculous, I think, because then they would be pretty much setting themselves up for passing away eventually. If you read their the journal of the two sisters, you'll find out that they both, like Luna moving the moon, it makes her more and more powerful, and it keeps her rejuvenated so she doesn't age. Same thing with Celestia moving the sun. And any other characters that do move the moon and sun, if they don't have specifically Luna and Celestia's magic, it will not only strip them away eventually of their own magic, but it'll hyper age them too. They had to fix Starswirl the Bearded actually, because he had done that. He and a bunch of powerful unicorns under his command tried to move. It was either the moon or the sun, or maybe both, and it completely sapped them of all their magic abilities and hyper aged them. Now, it does not mention how they got fixed, though, which is kind of interesting, but that would make for an interesting story or fanfic in itself. But characters that would make sense coming back, it feels like I would have to say some of the main six in some degree, and most of the villains. But for me, the villains that would make the most sense coming back would be Pony of Shadows. And I said that before. Why? And that's because they already depict him not only being a multiversal. Wait, I didn't say this before. He is a multiversal threat. He's constantly going from universe to universe, collapsing it effectively, or at least destroying the most planets for the fun of it. And he's conquered tons of reality warpers like Q, which I've mentioned before. The guy that plays as Q in Star Trek is also the guy that plays as Discord. They have virtually the same abilities. And Discord had a cousin that was way more evil, didn't really rely on doing jokey things with her abilities. She actually was a conqueror, evil person. And he's conquered tons of different reality versions of her, including King Anubis. Granted, we're talking about another multiverse version of the Pony of Shadows, but that's the thing. There's a multiverse, infinite possibilities of things that have and will happen. Inadvertently, it makes all fan fictions canon, because saying something can't happen within the multiverse is impossible, because there's infinite universes. Now, saying like a fan fiction isn't possible to have happened within, like, say, primary G4, yeah, that's much more fair. You could make arguments for that depending on what they wrote, or animated, or so on and so forth. But it makes sense for him, because not only is he a multiversal traveler that is purposely destroying universes and planets, if we go by the primary G4 universe version of Pony of Shadows, he may not be have the power to actively be a multiverse traveler, but he literally was just banished somewhere. The void, I believe, but what if they were wrong and he actually ends up in G5? Again, this feels like it's kind of redundant because I was talking about him a lot, but I would pick him for the best candidate for being in G5 because he could be anywhere. And then again, you have multiple alternate universes versions of him that are even more powerful and dangerous, and they actively travel the universes, destroying them. You could have a situation where he shows up with the green fiery mane. That's a cooler version. Heck, and then like because this is multiverse stuff, you could have different variations of him, a female version of him with pink fire, or maybe isn't even void of color at all. But anyway, I think that's it for now. Tell me what you think. What characters, both hero and villain, do you think would fit best with being a guest character in G5? Peace out, everyone, and good luck with the campaign.